Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. BOOSTkdv. Back at you with some Modern Warfare beta action. 32v32. Ground Wars here. It's chaotic. It's crazy. And I kind of like it. A lot of people don't. But I thought it was kind of fun. I know this is going to be a pretty long gameplay because these games do last a little bit longer than a normal game mode does. I think this one was like 16, 17 minutes from start to finish. Not too bad. Let's start with the cons. Stuff I saw that I didn't like, or some bugs, stuff that I saw. So let's get into it. It was definitely a little buggy, glitchy. Had a couple connection errors and lag. I'm not sure if there was frame drops or not. I mean, I'm playing on the Xbox One X, so there shouldn't have been. I think it was mostly connection issues to the server or to whoever the host was. So I'm sure that stuff will get ironed out. I know connections have kind of been a sore spot for most people over in Europe. They've been having some issues. So definitely get that fixed. One thing I've been seeing on social media is about the player counts. Some people think 32 or 64 players total is a little bit too much, especially for this map size. So from the games I did play, I can agree. It was pretty chaotic. There was really no flow to the map, like not like enemy fronts, really. It was just kind of chaos from everywhere, which is kind of fun if you're a Call of Duty player. But I can see people that maybe come from a Battlefield and come into this game mode thinking it's going to be like Battlefield. They're a little, wow, this is chaotic. Especially, one other thing I do want to talk about is the Killstreaks. I think they need to be adjusted for this game. Well, let's talk about the player numbers a little bit more first. So I think maybe 20v20 or 25, maybe like 50 players will be like the sweet spot. Especially if the maps are going to be this size, which I do like. I do like this medium to large scale map rather than this whole giant world almost that like a Battlefield game can be. So definitely I hope Infinity Ward keeps the maps this size, but maybe just bring the player numbers down to like 50 total. So 25v25, I think that'd be perfect. Because one of the biggest things that I had a problem with was the kill streaks. I think they should keep the personal, maybe just raise them all to earn by 1 or 2 kills. Get rid of UAV, possibly the cruise missile, because that was kind of annoying. Maybe keep the personal UAV, but I think if they raise the kill streaks by 1 or 2 kills, that'll definitely help. Because with hardline, you can basically earn a UAV in like 2 or 3 kills, and it's just constant UAV spam. That kind of goes along with probably my biggest gripe, just the sounds. So there's so much stuff going on. Like I actually had to lower the dialogue volume, the sound effects volume, because there was just a lot going on, especially when like a kill streak comes in, like an aerial strike, jets come soaring in, the announcer saying enemies got B, we're capturing A, and you got like the level up sounds, and it was a lot. I had to lower my sounds in game just to be able to focus on what I was doing. So definitely a word of advice: lower the sound effects and the dialogue and the music volume, because if you don't, you're probably gonna need some hearing aids after a couple games. I think those 3 things are probably my biggest gripes. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I was going to, because I'm not a huge fan of Battlefield type game modes, these large scale game modes. Not a huge fan of vehicles, but the vehicles in this were fun. I didn't have a problem with them at all. It took about 3 rockets to kill them, which, it's fine. So let's get to the things that I did like. We talked about vehicles. I did like the vehicles. The tanks were fun. The armored vehicle was fun, especially mounting the machine gun and mowing some people down, as you saw in this gameplay. That was fun. I saw a developer tweet out some players were worried that the vehicle kills do not add up towards kill streaks, which is great. So you can't just sit on top of a mountain and pick off kills with a tank and get a nuke. That can't happen. So he did say that you can run people over with the vehicles, and that counts as a kill towards your kill streak. so if you can run 25 people over, you can get a nuke. So that's pretty cool. I did like as I mentioned before, I did like the map size. I kind of hope all the maps are this size. Just adjust the player numbers. That's all. I think 32 is just a lot to have per side. Because I definitely liked the high action. Like there was literally almost no downtime. You spawn in, you're right in the action again. The spawn system too, especially the spawning on squad members and stuff, definitely needs some tweaking. It's a little broken. A few times I would just spawn in with my squad mate and I'm just dead. I'm just in line of fire. Like my guy doesn't even like load his weapon before I'm already dead. Definitely need to adjust the spawn system. Maybe have a delay on it, 8, 9, 10 seconds maybe. Or maybe just be more aware of when your squad mates are in danger so it doesn't let you spawn there. Whatever they need to do. I think it just needs a little bit of an adjustment. I did like having the kill streaks in the game mode. It's a nice little addition. Something that Battlefield games never had, which I always missed. It's one of the things that Call of Duty fans love is earning kill streaks. And to be able to use them, especially like a chopper gunner. I didn't get one, but a couple of my teammates did. I'm sure it's a lot of fun being able to actually use that in a more open. There's a lot of buildings, but there's a lot of running around outside too. So I definitely liked having the kill streaks in there. I just think they needed just a little adjustment. 1 or 2 kills to earn, raise it a little bit. I think that'll be the butter right there. I mean, overall, I just really enjoyed myself in this ground war game mode. I don't think I'll be playing it all the time. Kind of like that 2v2 game mode. Be kind of nice just to mix it up once in a while. I still prefer the 6v6, although I do like the 10v10 headquarters. I thought that was a lot of fun. I'm not a huge fan of 10v10 domination. That tends to snowball a lot. I feel like in headquarters you can make a comeback, because like I played this evening and my team captured the first 2 headquarters, so we were up like 100-0, and the other team actually came back and tied it. We ended up winning the game, but it ended up being a really close game after we were up by 100 points. So usually domination, once you're up by like 30, 40, 50 points, it's literally almost impossible to come back unless you're playing with a full team and you can communicate, what flag to go to. But so, I mean, I was never a giant domination fan anyway. I'm actually curious to see how free-for-all plays in this game, because I've really been enjoying free-for-all in World War II. Gotta show off your own skills. That being said, I can definitely see the gripes. I can understand if a Battlefield player does come in this game mode where they might be kind of turned off on it, especially with the spawns the way they are, how chaotic it is. Oh, also another thing, the weapon balance. So I'm not sure, I mean, obviously I'm not a Infinity Ward developer, but wish I was. I'm not sure like how the range drop-off works in Call of Duty. I assume they probably, let's say like an assault rifle, probably has a range max fall off of, let's just spitball, 100 meters, let's say. So the 4-hit kill range is 100 meters, and that's like its max range. Where in this game mode, you're getting longer sight lines. So I'm wondering if that like 4 kill range is just like infinite, where maybe they need to kind of bring it back. Like at 150 meters, it's 5 kills. At 200 meters, it's 6 kills. And then after that, you're just basically shooting marshmallows. Like you shouldn't be able to compete with a sniper or another long-range weapon like a marksman rifle with like an M4 from that kind of distance. So I can definitely see the gripes on that. I did notice even a couple times being melted by like SMGs from just way too far. So I definitely think you need to adjust the time to kill on the weapons a little bit. Just a little bit more weapon balance, especially in this large scale type map. So That's definitely one thing I will agree with some of the things I've been reading and hearing in other YouTube videos. So that's pretty much it for the commentary. I'll let the gameplay keep playing. I think in this game I get like 32 kills, which isn't too bad. This is basically my first game. I got into one match and I couldn't spawn in. Another match, I lost connection. So this was basically my first full game of Ground War. So hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I'll see you on the next one. Later.
Securing B. Enemy UAV overhead. We're holding Bravo. Securing Charlie. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. UAV down. You're needed at Bravo. Allied UAV overhead. We're taking Alpha. Got Alpha. Enemy personal hit. Enemy UAV overhead. Allied IAV dropping in. Enemy precision airstrike. Get down. Enemies taking Alpha. Allied UAV overhead. Lost A. Enemy UAV overhead. Allied precision airstrike inbound. Be aware. Airstrike, get down. We're taking Alpha. Enemy precision airstrike, get down. Enemy personal radar overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy cruise missile, take cover. Allied UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Setting charge. Grenade out. Securing A. Lost Bravo. airstrike. Get down. We're out Bravo. Stand by. Enemy taking Delta. Allied UAV overhead. Enemy personal radar overhead. Reloading. Enemy cruise missile. Take cover. Reloading. UAV is ready for flyover. Enemy UAV overhead. Captured Bravo. Allied precision airstrike in. Lost Delta. Allied cruise missile launched. Securing Delta. This is Falcon 3-0. Good luck. Enemy personal radar overhead. Delta secure. Enemy UAV overhead. Assist your team at Bravo. UAV is out of fuel. Allied UAV overhead. Forget the score. Fight for what is yours. Enemy UAV overhead. You're needed at Bravo. We lost Bravo. Friendly VTOL on station for Overwatch.